welcome to Still Buffering, a sister's guide to teens through the ages. As you may notice, I'm Sydney McElroy, not Riley Smurl, also not Taylor Smurl, but they are both with me in this live episode, which you are about to hear. But the intro got cut off, so there was your intro, and now join the rest of the episode, which I assure you is entirely intact. Welcome.
No, I like to, because, you know, you're my sister and you're a teenager and you keep us current with, like, what are teenagers into? I know you guys love to, like, make your own things, like DIY, your own cool things. And I was thinking, like, what never goes out of style? Bedazzling.
Well,
Everybody loves bedazzling. So... Riley, this is yours. It says, and Peggy.
Do I have to wear it?
No, put it on, please. She said, do I have to wear it? And then, Taylor, this is yours. It says, Team Buscemi. I am!
What does yours say?
Well, mine says cool writer, of course.
Why do you all get something cool and I get Ann Peggy?
That's cool.
I mean, it's cool, but it's like Ann Riley.
Well, I mean, because you guys are still like, this is cool, right?
No, definitely no. You did a bad job. I mean, it was very sweet of you, but like, no.
Wait, so you're not going to wear this every day always like we are?
Oh, no, I will never wear this again.
But bedazzling, I mean... The idea that you could take any article of clothing, any cool ball cap, any cool jacket or vest or shoe or whatever, and you could just put multicolored gems all over it, what's better than that?
Well,
I've never actually bedazzled. What goes into bedazzling, Sid?
yeah, what is the process behind that?
Well, you know, you just like, you get the bedazzler and you get the jewels and you just like
You didn't make these,
stamp,
did you?
kind of stamp, you just kind of shove them, there's like, you wave it over and you say bedazzle and then you...
I don't think she made these.
Okay, Mom made these jackets. Full confession, I've never actually bedazzled. I mean, I figure it's probably something like that. Mom told me it was, that you kind of like push, anyway.
I didn't want to like up front call you out. I wanted to let you do the right thing and admit it. But I knew this because Mom texted me and said, how do you spell B-O-O-S-H-E-M-E? Bushimi. I'm like, oh man, you're doing the jackets, aren't you? That's not DIY, that's MDI. Mom did it. Mom did it.
I wish she would have asked me, because I would have said, that's it, you got it. Do that. Please put that on the jacket, and I'm going to give it to Taylor totally earnestly and say, do you want to wear my jacket, sister?
I made it for you. I mean, to be real, there was like half me that was like, no, spell it like that. That's great.
So bedazzling,
No,
not
bad.
the thing.
Never anymore.
Really? Not even like on like if you get like a cool newsboy cap and
You can't even use the words cool and newsboy cap in the same sentence anymore.
So those are out too.
No, you did a bad job again.
What about a bucket hat?
What? No.
Like a bucket hat.
A bucket.
It looks like a bucket with a...
I used to have the coolest one from the Rainforest Cafe. Are those in?
No.
No?
No.
Oh. Okay, so bedazzling's out. But I know that no matter like what decade we're talking about, the idea of like do it yourself, home, like I made this thing, I know it looks bad, whatever, I made it, it's still cool, right?
Yeah, I mean, like, that's what Pinterest is, basically.
Right. Because, I mean, like I remember ubiquitous back in like our teenage days when Taylor and I were younger. Everybody had one of those plastic boxes that had all the dividers inside, and it was just crammed full of like embroidery thread or beads. so that you could make all your friends friendship bracelets or hair wraps or whatever, right? Didn't everybody have those?
No.
And as you got older and cooler, you would fill it with hemp. It was like, now it's kind of bad.
I feel like any coolness that you got from wearing hemp was negated by the horrible rash you got from wearing hemp.
I can't remember, the only thing that ever gave me any cred at a sleepover was like, I'd unpack my bag and then pull out my little plastic boxes and you tie it around your toe to like brace the bracelet and then start like making my friendship bracelets, like I know all the good knots. I know that twisty one, the one that goes around in a tube and twist. You know what I'm talking about, the twisty one. I can do that one. And everybody's like, oh, make me one. Do you have Fimo beads? Make me one.
Well, I've never done any of that, so
No.
like, you know.
Not even hair wraps?
No. Well, okay, I got one a long time ago, but I could never figure it out. And then you had to cut out a piece of your hair at the end, right?
Yes, that's the saddest part about hair wraps. So I got one that I loved at the beach, because that's what you do when you're a teenager at the beach, right? You get a hair wrap.
Well.
So I got one, and it grew really long, and finally I had to cut it out, because they do start to smell after a while.
Yeah, 100%.
I mean, yeah.
Super smelly.
Yeah, you put yarn in your hair and you get it wet when you wash it and stuff.
So I finally cut it out, but I didn't want to like throw it away because it was so beautiful.
What is the worst thing I can do with this? Go.
I know what this is.
So I made a necklace out of it.
Don't clap for that. That is bad.
Like
That is unhygienic and accursed.
How creepy is that? I was walking around. I was like at school, like, look at my cool necklace.
With a hair
It's
necklace.
got hair in it. It's got my hair in it.
Full of hair. Nothing should ever be full of hair, ever. Anything you own. Rule.
Did you try to give it to someone you liked? Like, here, I made this for you out of my hair.
It's got my hair in it. Don't you love it? No. I think I just eventually realized this is a really creepy thing, and you don't want to tell people about it. You should probably throw it away.
Just like
throw
get rid of
away.
it. Yeah.
So if that's not the case, what do you guys DIY now?
So, I mean, we have Pinterest. So, like, there's stuff on there.
Just all of Pinterest? That's
Yeah.
it?
What seems to be a recurring theme is putting stuff on white shoes or white shirts or white bags. With
Not jewels.
what?
Not jewels.
Oh, not
studs or
bedazzling.
jewels.
No.
What are they now?
No, not bedazzling. Seems to be a lot of Sharpies. A lot of
okay.
like DIY, color it yourself, tie-dye it yourself kind of things.
Well, how do you tie-dye? I mean,
I
I know how to tie it, like,
I mean, I brought
Sharpies?
I brought examples, but you have them over there by you. So.
Wait,
do you want to explain what this is?
So I tie-dyed for all of you. I mean, it's not bad, right? Like, thank you.
Now,
She did her best.
I did my best.
how do you achieve this with a Sharpie? Because I
So-
know what a Sharpie is, and they don't typically look like the shoe is smeared, because people are listening to this. The shoe is smeared with several different colors.
It's tie-dyed.
Well,
I was
well,
really confused by this craft project because I just heard I need Sharpies and alcohol.
Yeah.
Like, me too.
I actually remember this is the first Pinterest craft I ever saw on Pinterest myself when I first got a Pinterest, and I never did it. So when we were looking for things to do for the show, part of me was just like, I just want to do this because I always wanted to, and I never got to. But it didn't turn out very good. So you're supposed to draw a Sharpie, like little circles of various colors, like rainbows, on a shoe, and then put rubbing alcohol on it. But we didn't have anything to apply the rubbing alcohol with, so it was just me pouring rubbing alcohol over a pair of shoes.
so they're not supposed to look like that, I'm assuming.
Hey.
I would just.
But now my hands are stained with Sharpies, and I mean, they're probably pretty clean, though. I mean, like, they got rubbing alcohol.
I would just like to clarify that Riley got through the first one, which, by the way, took you 5-10 minutes?
No, like 15 minutes.
Okay,
That's teen
excuse
time.
me.
It took you
Because
5-10 minutes.
I had to figure this one out,
15
and then I was
minutes.
like, all right, let's try it again over here. That didn't turn out great. And then I tried it again over here, and it turned out a little
By
bit better.
15 minutes, you mean 15 minutes.
So by 15 minutes, she was like, that seems like enough. I'm not even going to do the other shoe. I was like, there's nothing. No, I didn't do the other one. It just took too long.
Now, Sydney.
It was like 15 whole minutes. I'm done.
Now, Sydney. This craft that you brought out for your sisters that you said you made for them, who made it?
She has a point. She has a point.
You spent 0 minutes on those jackets.
I told Mom what to put on them.
Oh, so, like, you gave directions?
I'm very good at that.
Yeah.
Listen,
I put a lot of work into this.
I have a toddler that doesn't mesh well with bedazzling time. I don't have a set time to bedazzle in my day.
I have a teen life. You think I have time to make tie-dye shoes?
Well, if you're gonna do shoes, like if you're gonna decorate shoes, I don't know why you would waste time with this. I mean, no offense.
Well, hey now.
But you're just so limited is what I mean. Like you got your Sharpies, you got your rubbing alcohol, it's like tie-dye. There was a trend that I will admit I know probably isn't very popular anymore. Back in our day, that you had so much more versatility, and that was puffy paint. What can you not puffy paint? And you can put anything on it. So I actually did both shoes.
Well, I think saying you completed both shoes is a bit of a stretch. You put something on both shoes.
Well, I got started. And obviously on mine, which, here's the thing to remember when you apply puffy paint. It is going to puff, but you don't need to make it puff with the amount you put on. So this is never going to dry. So I brought these out here to show you, like, they'll never dry. No one will ever wear these. But obviously I wrote on mine, NKOTB, forever.
New Kids on the Block.
Obviously, yeah. And then, for something current, the back says YOLO. It's cute. It's like those
Super
shoes,
cool.
YOLO. And then on the side, I tried to write pizza.
That's my favorite part.
I thought that was like eternal. Like, we've got New Kids on the Block, we've got YOLO, and then there's pizza, because all teens forever love pizza. But it smeared because, like I said, it won't dry. So I turned P into a giant piece of pizza, and now it just says ZA.
Well, I think saying
Which
you
is
turn the
cooler.
P. I think saying you turn the P into a piece of pizza is a stretch because I'm looking at it. It's an orange triangle.
I would assume it was a stain of some
Yeah.
kind.
If you think about it, what is pizza but an orange triangle?
No,
If
we're
you
not
think
doing-
about it.
I have only had one experience with puffy paint, and it was you and Justin puffy painting a costume for a local community theater production of Mary Poppins. It was just supposed to be red shoes, like white like these, painted red, but they used puffy paint, so they look like murder shoes.
Can I clarify that we were trying to be helpful? We had a newborn at the time, and we were trying to be helpful, and Mom was like, I need all these costumes done, and we were like, drop the paint off at our house, give us the shoes, we'll paint them red, no problem. And she gave us puffy paint.
My favorite part is the inside says, I'm sorry.
Justin just wanted the actor who had to wear them every night to know as he put them on, like, I'm sorry that these shoes absolutely look like they were covered in human blood. Absolutely.
100%.
They did dry, though, and they were quite puffy.
Very puffy. And very blood-like.
Should I add more things to these shoes?
You've got a lot of room left, and I bet our audience would have some cool teen words to suggest that you write in puffy paint.
I have puffy paint. I have a whole bag.
Can people just shout things? Cool teen words. Cool.
God, oh no.
Did somebody say math?
See, I thought someone said meth, so that's the killer side of that.
Guys, math and meth?
Math and meth.
Dab.
One on
There
the
we
other.
go.
No, I taught you all how to dab last time we were in New York. Can you all dab?
Yeet. 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 Yeast.
Yeast?
Yeast.
Jeans?
Are bees cool?
Bees. All right. I
So
like
bees.
bees.
Bees and meth. I think we're really out of tune with teen culture.
No, wait. I just
Well-
want to see real quick. Sydney, while you're doing that, I taught you all how to dab last time we were in New York. Do you remember?
Yes.
So you smelled your armpits. Did you remember to put on deodorant? Is that what you were checking?
That was like a double purpose. I thought that's what the. No, never mind.
No, you
Move
didn't
on to
dab.
her.
Sydney,
Yes.
can you dab?
Well, I wrote da on.
Oh, right dab on there.
Dab.
Right,
Dab.
right hashtag. They like hashtags.
Dabbing was kind of a this. I remember the thing.
You all are so cool.
Hi, Sydney, Taylor, and Riley of the past. Sorry to cut in, but this is Sydney from the future to tell you about the group message this week. Still Buffering is supported in part by HelloFresh, the meal kit delivery service dedicated to making cooking fun, easy, and convenient. We three sisters have all tried out HelloFresh at home, and we all had great experiences. Riley, a new teen cook, was able to make some delicious meals following their easy step-by-step instructions. Taylor's a vegetarian, vegan actually, and she was still able to find things that she enjoyed, were delicious, and easy to do at home. And you can make wonderful meals, like coming up this week, mushroom gravy chicken over couscous with lemony arugula, one-pan hearty pork chili with kidney beans, poblano peppers, all kinds of delicious meals. And each week, HelloFresh is creating new delicious recipes. Again, they've got step-by-step instructions. They're designed to take around 30 minutes for everybody from novices to seasoned home cooks who are short on time. And they're all for less than $10 a meal. And they're all delivered to your doorstep in a special insulated box for free. So you got to check this out. For $30 off your first week of deliveries, visit HelloFresh.com and enter promo code STILLBuffering30. So don't miss this deal. $30 off your first week, HelloFresh.com, and enter promo code STILLBuffering30. Now back to the show.
Okay, well, what do you got then, teen?
What do you mean?
What do you got? What's cool? What's current?
Words?
You're gonna
Cool
judge
words?
all our teen
I mean-
memories.
You making fun of my puffy paint while I dab this shoe. You got anything for me?
I have another fashion DIY
Okay.
if you're interested. So
yeah.
I have to demonstrate to everyone. Hold on. Do something entertaining.
I believe that this, I'm going to keep puffy painting. I believe it required this, the shirt she acquired today at the Central Park Zoo.
What are you gonna do with a Central Park Zoo T-shirt to make it cool teen? Because that's a
So
mystery.
have you ever wondered how to make an oversized T-shirt into a dress for
No.
a stylish teen?
Never.
Never.
I
not
know,
once,
I have.
Not. Nope. No.
No, why? No, why would you? Because you have I guess if you have an excess of oversized T-shirts.
Well, see, if you have a Central Park Zoo T-shirt and you're like, this would be really good as a dress instead of a shirt, and I also kind of
Right.
outgrew it. It's too big for me now, so I'm gonna make it into a dress. Okay? Can I do my? Is that cool?
All
Do my
right.
thing?
So Riley is making her shirt into a dress. She's put the shirt on. Now you put it on wrong because the neck hole is definitely around your chest.
That's how you make it a dress.
Okay, this is
Okay.
the dress way. This is not the shirt way. If you are looking for instructions on how to put on a shirt, please don't do this.
Can you put your arms down by your sides? I don't think this is an appropriate length for a dress. They don't.
Are you supposed to wear it over your clothes? Oh. Is that the dress?
Is it cute?
So,
Okay. Is there? Can you
Listen,
do
there
anything
was
else with it?
There was a. Well, I mean, it's a shirt, Taylor.
Well, no, but you had one trick. Is there nothing else?
Well, there was a girl on Pinterest who had on a very cute red shirt, and she looked very cheery. And the 4 grid pictures she had made, where it was like, step 1, put on a shirt. Step 2, wrap the sleeves around. Step 3, you look cute.
What was step? You said 4 steps. What's the first step?
Step 4, you're wearing a shirt. I don't know.
I feel like this is not DIY. This is just I had some shirt sleeves.
But it does a little wraparound.
you could Well, I mean, for one, there is another use. It's a shirt. You could wear it that way. You could like make a cute little halter. Here, help her out here. Like, just take the sleeves.
I don't want to get in your zone.
Yeah. Don't interrupt her personal space. But there we go. Hey kids, homecoming is just around the corner. Are you looking for a great new look for this year's dance? Be the belle of the ball. Unique style no one will have. Brought to you by the Central Park Zoo.
This has been an ad for the Central Park Zoo.
I mean, you could like make a bow.
You can make a bow in the back. That's good. Is that so? So that's now. Is this in? Do you see this happening? Like, oh. She's really enjoying this.
Yeah, we should let this happen.
I know. Now, is this really in? Like, is this a new
Fashion happened, Taylor.
Like, do you see?
No, I've never seen anyone do this in my life, but this is what Pinterest is, I guess.
Okay, but if somebody showed up at school wearing a large shirt dress thing, would the reaction be like, "Oh, she's so stylish," or would it be like, "Oh no, what you doing? Stop."
I think the point should be you don't know it's a shirt, right?
Yeah, everybody could tell.
Well, okay, listen. I had limited resources. I was limited to the gift shop at the Central Park Zoo. They didn't have a wide variety of options. So I went with what I had.
They only sell shirts at the Central Park Zoo. It's the only place to buy shirts on earth. I wish more places would sell them and catch on that people enjoy wearing them, but no, just the zoo. Now, this is not like, I don't ever remember doing that. Now, there were like fun fashion do-it-yourselves, like do-it-yourself it, anyway.
Do it
I
yourself
remember your selfies. I do remember, Taylor, you were really into the iron-on thing.
Oh, yes. Well, so there was a weird thing where it was cool to be into like bands, but it was lame to like wear a new T-shirt by the band. Like you had to look like you didn't care enough to like buy a new one or like didn't have money for it. I don't know. So we got around it by just making iron-on band T-shirts like in high school. I had an iron-on Veruca Salt shirt that was awesome. But one of my friends was the master of this. She made all of them for us. And I remember she just had this one that said, it said, "Billie Jean is not my lover." She wore it a lot.
Timely.
Yeah. And she also said, you knew some rock stars in high school, I'm pretty sure.
Sort of.
You were
Well,
dating
I dated a
somebody.
guy in a band. I don't know if that counts.
And they played at some pretty cool YWCA shows a few times. And
I named their band because I was reading The Virgin Suicides, and there's a character in it named Trip Fontaine, which is a really good band name, to be fair.
It is.
Is it?
I mean, I think. I don't know. It's a good. Anyway,
So
it
your
was a
boyfriend
band
named
name.
his
That's the
band
point.
Trip Fontaine.
Yeah, my friend was a very big fan of the band. We were like 15. They were people that like played music and drove a car. We're like, they're so cool. She made,
They're like the Archies, who are very cool.
I think she made the one and only Trip Fontaine T-shirt in existence, and it said, "Trip Fontaine rocks my face off." She would wear it in like the first row of their 2-row concerts.
I never got into the iron-on thing. I was never, this may surprise you from the bedazzling incident, but here's the truth. I was never much of like a DIY kind of person.
No.
I'm very bad at crafting, as you can see from my shoes. In general.
And I'm very good at it, as you can see from my shoes.
Mom, though, was always really good at it, and she got into do you remember the iron-ons? And then she would add the puffy paint to it. So you like iron on the decals, and then you puffy paint to like outline them. And if you wanted to be the teacher's pet, all you had to do was get my mom to make one of those sweatshirts. Teachers went crazy for them. It was very cool back in the 90s to have like a fall sweatshirt not sweater, sweatshirt, with like leaves ironed on, and then like gold puffy paint outlining the leaves, and like a big pumpkin with like orange puffy paint around the pumpkin. Do you remember this?
Oh, she was so good at those.
I know.
And it was for every season. Like, anytime your grades are taking a dip, like, oh, it's spring. Look at this. It has flowers.
Look what my mom made. You're welcome. Give me an A, please. So, no.
No.
No ironing
Again,
on?
no.
Have you tried that on any of your teachers currently? Because Mom would whip one out, like, no problem.
See, listen, I know my teachers right now. One, they're not very pleased with me because I'm here and not at school.
Yeah! Good class!
Are you all applauding truancy? Okay, that's fair.
But how cool is that? I can't come to class teach because I got to go to New York and do a live show for my podcast.
While I explain to them what a podcast is.
I got to do my internet radio show in Brooklyn.
But I don't know if they'd appreciate a puffy paint sweatshirt.
No.
It is fall now, though, so maybe I try it out with the pumpkins.
Do one thing Taylor had mentioned that you never want to DIY is your own hair do's generally. Do you? It's like
That's the one thing. Like, you're going to go to college soon. You're going to experiment. You're going to try lots of things. The one, not even once thing that I'll give you is your own bangs. Like I think I walked around for a good 5 years of my life with the kind of bangs that made people go like, hey, are you okay? Like that like elegantly mauled look. Like, just don't. Trust a friend, trust somebody that you give money to. Just don't.
Or just don't get banged.
I have found there are a variety, because I've looked for this just to like cut my own hair or try to give myself layers. I don't do that anymore. But I just don't cut it. But I tried to do the thing, because everybody says on YouTube, all you got to do is put your hair in a ponytail on top of your head.
Nope.
And then just cut it, and it'll look great. And then there was a version where it was like, just do that and cut it short, and you got bangs, no problem. That, your hair will look, it's a V. Your bangs will look like this, like a V that comes to a point on your head. And now if you want that look, I'm not judging you. You do it. But know that's what you're doing.
Like a weird illusion that you're just surprised all the time. Go for that if you want it.
Do you still color your hair with Kool-Aid, or is that out?
Well, see, it's hard for me because when that was cool, I was in middle school and all my blonde friends were doing it. But like, Kool-Aid doesn't show up in my hair, and I was always very disappointed. I couldn't have cool, like, blue raspberry flavored hair.
One thing that we used to do, because we could kind of like, we're still trying to be like good kids. Like, this is in middle school. We'd use highlighters to color the ends of our hair, and they work really well. Like, you get like some cool like neon green or neon pink tips with a highlighter.
That doesn't sound healthy.
No, definitely not. 100% not. But you look punk rock, and no one got mad at you for it, which is so punk rock.
You're following the rules.
Now,
Punk rock, little bit.
speaking of punk rock, Tay, you actually, I think, are pretty good at the DIY stuff, because you made something that actually looks really good.
The only thing on this stage that actually does it.
Do you want to talk? I'm going to get it out here. You want to talk about it?
All right. So I like the battle vests, and like the punk scene. You got like your patched vest. It was like something that I waited to make for myself until like I'd lived in like a very crappy, disgusting, super unhealthy punk house for like a year, and like now it's time. I've breathed paint fumes for a year. I can do this. And the first time I was making mine with the back patch, my roommate was looking at me and he's like, "What are you using for that?" And I was like, "Thread?" He's like, "No, you gotta use floss." I'm like, "Why?" I said, "Well, punks don't have thread."
They have flaws.
Punks don't have floss. Have you smelled us? So this is not made with floss. It's made with thread because I'm an adult now. But
That's me.
it's a cool, still buffering back patch vest. It also features some studs and a Pop-Tart pin because Pop-Tarts don't go out of style, correct?
Yeah, that's fair.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I hope not.
I allow it.
So I DIY'd.
Did you put those studs on with a bedazzler?
No, with my fingers. It hurt. I'm a little regretting it.
Oh. You can put studs on with your fingers?
Yeah, your bedazzler is just like a fancy version of something that you pay money for that you can just bend some spikes with your hands.
It's like a fancy hammer, is what
It's a fancy hand.
The bedazzler was reinventing the hammer with a better name.
Yeah.
Well, I'm impressed by that.
I am too.
The closest I got to like the patch thing was, again, asking Mom to sew a patch on something.
Taylor DI1.
Oh, I did one. Thank you.
Your DI1.
I will say I did not appreciate when you made me try it on backstage because it's
Very
small.
small.
It's small.
It's very small, and it did not fit, and my arms wouldn't come all the way around me. So anyway, but it's beautiful.
Thank you. It was also one of mine, and we have every intention of giving this to one lucky audience member. I do have a cat, though, so if you have an allergy, this is not for you, and I am sorry.
Now, if anyone wants one shoe,
Nobody wants your shoe.
or if anyone wants a Central Park Zoo T-shirt to turn into a dress,
Can you just fire that out into the audience? Can you just fire it? No, not the shoe. No, that could hurt somebody.
Don't throw the shoe.
Super, not the shoe.
I kind of like it. I
basically-
kind of like my dress.
Is that your homecoming dress?
Now it is.
Basically what-
Hoko?
Hoko?
Somebody on
Riley's-
Twitter said it's Hoko now.
What
Hoko
Riley's
2K17.
saying is, we flew here. We don't have a lot of room in our suitcases. So if anybody wants any of this stuff, you know.
You want one shoe. Again, the other one is still completely white. I did do the other one.
All right.
It's your birthday. Do you want
Where's the
the shoe?
birthday?
And for your
Oh, I
birthday,
see
you're just
someone
gonna get
standing.
one shoe.
You get
Do
one
you want
shoe.
one shoe?
Happy birthday.
Will this fit you? Poorly dyed.
Who's right there? I see her.
I know. Will this fit? Do you want it? Come up here. Take it.
Take it. It's your birthday.
Hand it. Walk over to the edge of the stage and hand it down there. All right, do that, and then I think we have to end the show after that.
Yeah, I think Taylor won, and now I'm just embarrassed by my shoe.
Well, I love you. You have many talents, but happy birthday!
Happy birthday! You're welcome. It's your birthday present. Best birthday ever. Happy birthday.
No, that's a high standard.
Thank you all. I'm gonna go in. I'm gonna do it.
You're
Thank
doing
you.
it?
Thank you all for coming to the show and for letting us
Getting me out of school.
for getting Riley out of school. We're thrilled to be here.
Truancy.
This theater is gorgeous. We love coming here. We love coming to Brooklyn, now Taylor's Hood, and we love. Well, it has been for a while. I think now it's been like over a decade.
A while.
And coming to New York, it's always great. So thank you all, and of course you're in for a treat because my brother me is up next.
You want me to do it?
You should do it.
This has been Still Buffering, a sister's guide to teens through the ages. I am Riley Smurl.
I'm Sydney McElroy.
And I'm Taylor Smurl.
I am a teenager.
And
I was too.
It's so good.
Thanks.
Hi there, I'm comedian and movie buff Ricky Carmona, and I'm excited to tell you about a new show I'm doing called Who Shot Ya? Join me, LA Weekly film critic April Wolf,
I'm gonna call Star Wars when it comes out the Clint Howard Project.
film reviews editor for The Rap, Alonzo Duralde,
Everything Charlize Theron knows about killing somebody with a high-heeled shoe, she learned from single white female, trust me.
and our dope-ass friends each week.
The stunt guys were asking me, like, do you need a stunt double in here for you to skate? I was like, no, I was on skates at 3.
So if you're tired of whack opinions and you're looking for a smart, funny film discussion show, check out Who Shot Ya, Son? That's what we do. And you can find us at MaximumFun.org or wherever you get your podcasts.
MaximumFun.org.
Comedy and culture.
Artist owned.
Listener supported.